Hi, Melania. Do you like spy movies?
I love spy movies. My favorite spy movie is Spy Kids with the electric chewing gum and crazy people and monsters. Yes, this is how good I
That's
am with
exactly
spy movies.
that's accidentally. That's exactly how spy things are going on in the world right now.
Selfish, mean, nasty people, nasty, 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 nasty.
We are in the era maybe comparable, like in the era of spy wars comparable to the beginning of Cold War, probably even like World War II, and Russian spies everywhere tried to find secrets of NATO partners, and Ukrainian spies everywhere, and German spies trying to not, I don't know, fuck up several instances in 1 week. In just 1 week, we had so many news about intelligence fuck ups in United States and in Germany, that we couldn't just stop ourselves from making it. We wanted to make a top five, and like maybe talk about a couple of real stories and then talk about several things we made up just for fun. But it appeared there was so many stories. What was the what did you what did you like the most, Melania, from the last week?
My favorite story, and I wanted to ask you this kind of the same question you asked me at the beginning of this great stream of ours. How often do you reply to these amazing emails that come to you like, hey, Mark, you have inherited $1 billion. Please reply to this message and you're gonna
Actually,
get your money.
every time, because I'm in desperate need of money.
Well, you're not the only person like this because my favorite story of this week, and actually of I think this year, and the year is already just started, is a story of a retired Army lieutenant colonel of the United States Air Force. He was assigned to the United States Strategic Command, and he has found himself a girlfriend on the dating site. And we don't even know which dating site. Probably something fancy
it
like
it's
Tinder,
it
or maybe something less
No,
fancy. I don't know,
it's an
Badoo.
international, so it could be very much some Russian dating the website.
Yeah, contact you. I don't know. The point is, this old dog has found himself a girlfriend. And you know what his girlfriend was interested in? You know, like girls are interested in flowers and dates, romantic stuff. You know, like and scammer girls, they're go like, ooh, baby, send me $5,000 and I'll show you my body or whatever. Did you, no. She was a very special girl. She wanted her date to tell her about his job, and I quote, "Dear, what is shown on the screens in the special room?" Meaning, and she didn't mean his bedroom. She literally meant like strategic communication room where they had all the super secret stuff. And so he was happily obliging and telling her what was shown in those special screens. She called him
Perhaps
beloved Dave. Yeah, and she was like, oh, so her origin of this spy girl, it's not disclosed. So we don't know if she's Ukrainian or Russian or something. But she asked him stuff like, beloved Dave, do NATO and Biden have a secret plan to help us? This is literally what
she
people
she was
talk
just
about.
she was just sweet. She wanted to know how his like day went. She wanted to know about his job. She was just trying to be compassionate human being. It's not like every girl who's interested in you is a Russian spy, right? Right?
I think there's a meme about this, Mark. If there's a girl who's like, hey, like, I mean, with the amount of scams online, I like, honestly, no joke. If you're a person of some value to some army or to some secret service or to a government anywhere in the world, the chances are, if a girl messages you online, I'm sorry, it's not for your looks or for your charisma or your power. It's most likely because she wants to call you her beloved whatever and ask you about those special documents in your special room in your special government office that she finds so crazy sexy and amazingly irresistible. I mean, I love this. I love
You
it.
know,
And
I
he
feel
had no. You're like, okay, how do you even like start this? Hi, my name is Dave, and I work at this super important thing in NATO. I mean, okay, given that's how guys impress girls sometimes.
you should probably know. I think yeah, you should probably know that they usually tell exactly that.
Well, yeah, I know. Okay, that's true. From not from like super personal experience, but okay. So let's put it this way. Like you want to be like, okay, I'm gonna
I
impress
would
this girl.
personally.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Dave, and I'm a super duper spy for this super duper big country. And you're like, oh my god, hi Dave, I'm Natasha or whatever. And you're like, I love you. So tell me about your work, Dave. And what you go is, well, my work is super secret, so I can't tell you. And then you get married, and then you tell her. I'm sorry, but this is how these things work. Because they tell their wives everything. But
That's amazing.
the thing is, when I was reading this story before I finished, like while I was reading this story, I was thinking this entire time that they've met, they've been in a relationship, had sex maybe, so they were like serious, and that's why he told her everything about the special screens. But no, this guy, I mean, they never met. They never met. So he didn't even know. He didn't see her. So this girl could possibly be, or I'm sure 25,000%, like he could be a guy working for a Russian government person or Chinese government. I don't know. The point is, it's not necessarily even a girl. And
it's not
the end.
There's another thing, because if you read this, it's not necessarily human being at all, because look at this message. My sweet Dave, thanks for the valuable information. It's great that 2 officials from the USA are going to Kiev. By the way, Kiev with the Ukrainian transliteration, which is actually great. Thank you. Thank you, Russian spy, for acknowledging the right transliteration of our shit.
You're correct. It does sound like it was written by an AI, because nobody speaks. It's like literally what's his face, Mark Zuckerberg, pretending to be human. Like, yes, thank you, Senator, for asking this very important question. Mark, blink, blink. Like it's not that's not necessarily a human person talking. Wow. Well,
Dave, it's great that you get information about specified country one first. I hope you will tell me right away. You are my secret agent. With love. It's not a fucking human. It's ChatGPT. It's like ChatGPT was tasked with.
It doesn't matter who he spoke with. A real human using ChatGPT or ChatGPT is that he spent his entire life in the military, probably went to the military academy in the Air Force, and was like, yeah, this sounds like a human.
Girl.
He
was working at Stratcom, and he got security clearance, and he got and he got classified briefings. I mean, when you get the security clearance, when you get classified briefings, you are instructed that it is so many years in prison. It is life ruin. It is everything, like, goes to hell if you
so many years in prison.
Accidentally, so many years in prison. If you accidentally, you could do this by accident without your knowledge, just leaving a file somewhere at the bar or something like that. It is so dangerous, and people should be so cautious with this stuff. And yet you are texting with ChatGPT and you sending him classified information. That's actually amazing.
There should be a secret clause in these documents when you're like, you haven't, like, when they let you access the super secret stuff. It should be like, don't tell anyone because it's many years in prison. Don't accidentally tell anyone because it's many years in prison. Don't put your flash drives in weird computers because it's many years in prison. Asterisk. Don't tell your online furry girlfriend about this. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's stupid. I don't know.
But that's not the only story, because we are getting, I don't know.
Yeah,
dunked.
This
by
is
this
too
whole-
good. We've been on this for like 10 minutes, and it's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning. It's gonna be a long podcast today. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's not our fault. It's Germans' fault this time.
This time it's Germans' fault. Yes, exactly.
So on Friday, Russia's state-run media outlet Russia Today released not this Friday, the other Friday, but anyway, Russian state-run media outlet Russia Today released details of 38-minute call between German officers, including the chief of the Air Force, in which they discussed the hypothetical dispatch of Taurus cruise missiles to Ukraine as part of preparation for a meeting with Pistorius, the Minister of Defense of Germany. Chancellor Olaf Scholz is opposed to sending the missiles, blah, 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 blah. So the issue was they dialed into WebEx call. WebEx is a communications program from the US-based Cisco Systems, which provides end-to-end encryption for secure communication. So they had a call. One of the members of the call was in Singaporean hotel where he, I don't know, either connected through insecure line or Wi-Fi or whatever.
Yeah, they say it was like a landline or something. So it was like a
or
regular
insecure
phone.
landline.
I don't know.
So if it was landline, so he was dialing. So he was dialing from the hotel phone, which sounds. I mean, if you're dealing with some very
I'm
really
gonna talk to the Minister of
delicate
Defense. How
information.
about I freaking call him from my hotel
mobile
room?
phone,
Hi.
was he? Was he just saving money on roaming? Was he just avoiding using roaming?
No, I don't know. I was like, hi. I'm calling from room 221. I'd like some pistachios, a bottle of wine, and could you
connect
please
me to the super secret
Chancellor Scholz. What is this? Oh my
Jesus.
god! Yeah,
So Germans defend their actions. They say that this was just a fluke. It doesn't happen very often, apparently. And the system is very secure. WebEx system, very secure. The system where you can call from a landline sounds like a secure stuff. I mean, it's not like Zoom, where you can also call from a landline.
I don't know. These guys blow my mind.
And we don't know, by the way, it's the only thing. Russians leaked it themselves. So they posited to humiliate Germany, first of all, and also to make the scandal, to make the Taurus delivery less possible. And they actually probably got some success in it. So the German public reacted to some parts of the call because they discussed the striking Crimean breach, etc., etc. So yeah, this stuff is not good for us. And we don't know which calls Russians intercepted before, because if they burned this source of intelligence, it's probably because it's of no use anymore. But they probably,
most likely,
they probably had some access other than this one. Okay, I'm not a cybersecurity.
This was the achievement that the Russian special services were willing to show their adversaries.
I mean, you cannot defend it, because if the system allows you, like if the system allows this kind of breach, it's not secure. Security is not only like encrypting your connection or whatever. Security is also limiting the human factor, right? So the German, the German military dude wouldn't be able to call from a landline in a hotel or something. It's not like, it doesn't work only in the direction of like network security or whatever you're doing, guys. Anyway, and that's not.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Not it. We're not finished.
That's not even. In the continuation of this scandal, so it appears that Bundeswehr, the German military, has the launched the Bundes Messenger app. Yeah, so this is the secure app where you should communicate with your secure federal employees.
With your secure fake girlfriend online.
The problem is, do Russians have? So the problem is, they have this app published on Huawei's App Gallery, which is
Great. Chinese company. Those
is
guys are nice.
Chinese company,
they don't spy on people. No.
which is sanctioned by most of by Americans and Europeans. American federal employees, as far as I know, are not allowed to use Huawei phones. Probably German employees shouldn't be using them as well. Those phones
Might
allegedly,
as well. They call from hotels in Singapore, man. They can do whatever. They can use pigeons if you want. It doesn't matter.
It can be, and we cannot be sure. But if if intelligence in the United States is worried about that, it can be that those devices made by Chinese, controlled by Chinese Communist Party, because most of Chinese companies,
everything is China is controlled by the Chinese Communist Party.
Yeah, you cannot do the business in China without that.
Murder the democracy in the West and all of that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so these phones, you shouldn't be using them. They can contain stuff. So yeah,
spyware,
spyware, and backdoors for Chinese to, I don't know, spy on you, because
built
Chinese have
camps,
the whole army of hackers and spies. So yeah, that's the other one. I'm getting tired, Melania.
But that's not it.
That's not it.
No. You would think. So, does the word name Wirecard say anything to you, Mark?
It does. There's a
okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about Wirecard.
Wirecard. There is a great documentary on Netflix, and I urge you to watch it because it's incredible. So the story of Wirecard is basically that there was a German startup company, like a financial company, which was at some point the biggest German company on German IPO. Angela Merkel was going around the world advertising this company, this Wirecard. Everyone was very happy about it, and it was like a giant. It was like Germany's Apple, Germany's Microsoft at some point. It was so huge. It was so big. It was so expensive. The shares were growing. Everyone was protecting it until some Financial Times, if I'm not mistaken, journalists uncovered that this company is a fraud. But they committed a lot of fraud, and most of its value is not real, and most of money it operates are not real money. But other than that, the fun part of it, anyway, the fun part of it is that chief operating officer and the man who basically controlled this company was Jan Marsalek, a Polish guy who, by accident,
who is now known as Father Konstantin Bayazov. So he's a priest now. Guess where, Mark? Guess where this guy is a priest now?
In Colombia.
No, Russia, obviously.
Oh no.
He is now a Russian priest because he's a fugitive. He's wanted in Europe, in America, God knows where. But this guy fled to Russia to have a new identity, to become Father Konstantin Bayazov. And you know why he went there and where he got his fancy new fake passport and all of that? He even was very busy in Russia. He made his own agent network of Bulgarian spies in UK while he was in Russia. And he used a former Austrian intelligence officer to spy on the Wirecard detractors. The point is, he was talent recruited by a former erotic model, Natalia Zlobina. She's also a B-list movie actress. She was playing a Russian agent in those movies. But she recruited him and introduced him to Russian Secret Service. And he's one of the best friends now with Stanislav Petlinsky, who's a general from GRU.
Perfect.
So she did not just play a Russian spy in erotic B movies. She also recruited foreigners in different European countries and made contact with them with GRU operatives. I mean, there's an
Okay.
entire story. We're going to link this investigation description because it's fantastic. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane what happened. But the point is, this guy now lives in Russia, and he was in control of Wirecard.
It's amazing. I mean, like, it's a great cover, first of all, but it's amazing. Do you know? And you can see it in the documentary, which was out there 2 years ago already, I guess. So the amazing part of it, that first of all, do you know how you could find out if you were German intelligence that the COO of your biggest company could be a Russian spy? Like,
I don't know, Mark. You
guesses
tell
how
me.
his apartment was situated across the Russian embassy, where he
Didn't
had,
have to walk a long time.
yeah, and where he spent a lot of time in Russian embassy. That's not it.
No, that's not it. So Marshalik, you know where also he went except to Russian embassy?
No.
He also went to Syria because
Oh.
his friends from GRU took him there to fire a bazooka.
Oh, that's a great time span.
And now this
I
guy is
guess.
a priest in Russia.
So yeah, it's not only that. So the problem is with this whole story of a spy who was in charge of the biggest company in Germany, which was also a fraud, which at some point almost bought Deutsche Bank. I think they were planning on buying it right before this thing exploded. So the story of this fraud uncovered was really fascinating because it's not German police or German intelligence who uncovered the fraud. It were journalists, British journalists, and when they uncovered the fraud, the scale of this fraud. First of all, they were persecuted by gangsters, by some really weird guys. Some of the guys were just pressured to shut up, etc., etc. But they also were pressured by German financial regulator, because German financial regulator decided that they are working for the guys who want to short this financial institution and to damage German economy. So the BaFin, German regulator, was pressuring journalists not to make investigation into this company, which was fraud and was run by Russian intelligence. And at that time, this financial regulator was controlled, and now as well controlled, by Ministry of Finance of Germany, whose head was, guess who?
I don't know, Mark. You tell me.
Olaf Scholz.
Oh my god.
So basically the story is that Olaf Scholz was protecting Russian spies from running the huge financial institution with access to financial information of like so many people in Germany and around the world, which was also committing major fraud. That's and which also was controlled by GRU, probably, almost like on the plain side. that's it. That's the
And
story.
that's just
Have
and that's
fun
just like
with it.
and that's just yeah, just like that that's yeah. Yeah.
Do with this information whatever you think is necessary, because I don't know what to do with that. This knowledge kills me.
I mean,
I feel
sorry for ruining your day, everybody. I don't know. It's just, yeah. Don't be stupid. Stupid.
It sounds like something which could QAnon write on some fringe far right forums, in the United States, like some crazy pedophile Pizzagate or something like that.
Yeah. Just like. Yeah, I have nothing to say. Please subscribe to this channel. I don't know.
And like this video.
I have 0 comments. Like this video. Don't tell state secrets to people you don't know online.
Because you're probably
Don't
going to
use
jail.
Huawei phones. Yeah, don't use Huawei phones if you work for any government of any normal nation. Don't protect Russian assets. If you know a person or people who usually make trips to Russian embassies, make sure to tell someone who can, look into it.
To adults.
I don't know.
Probably not
I don't know
German.
what else
Probably
to
not
say.
German police or whatever. Probably try to. If you're in
Just like
Germany,
I
if you
don't
know
know
a
what
friend
to
who's
tell you.